Hello, everyone. This is Val from the Garden of Love. Yes, I'm excited to be talking to you guys again and having this little, I don't know, dialogue conversation thing. You're here and listening. But what I'd like to do is to hear from you guys to maybe have some questions you'd like to throw at me, maybe some comments, and then I can kind of bounce off of those to see what people are feeling and what you're thinking, what you're going through, and maybe we could talk a little bit about that. So you can hit me up and call Messenger on this Anchor platform, or you can reach me at val@gardenofluv.com. Again, that's val@gardenofluv.com, and I'll respond to those questions and or comments. I'll don't mind that as well. But I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'd like for you, if this is good for you, if it's really doing anything, if it's helping anybody, to ask you to share it with your friends and your family and anyone that you think might need a word of encouragement. So that's appreciation to you guys for that. I just had this. I'm happy Friday. I'm happy it's Friday. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day, good and fast. And, feeling like probably like most people were glad to clock out, get out of there and, get your weekend on. But you want to have that weekend mindset every day. Not to say that you party every day, but you do relax and get some good quality time in there for yourself, even if it's like a few minutes, a half hour to an hour. You deserve that. So I was thinking about something a little different. These are conversations and reflections and growing and moving and doing all of the things and knowing that, we're still human, and to align our spirituality with us and with what we do. So I thought I meant to do this the other day, so it could be actually on the 10th, but I looked back in one of my journals and I'm going to share some stuff with you guys. Some of the stuff I might get silent on or not say something, but you know how that goes. So I'm gonna be keeping it real, and I like to keep it real with everyone. So I think it was like 2004. This is not a journal part, but me thinking back, 2004, I was asking God to enlarge my territory. I was getting bold with a Jabez prayer and just, really asking him to enlarge my territory. I knew back then that, even before that part of my purpose every day was to do something to inspire someone, to encourage someone. And it always started at home with my children. And then as I ventured out, whatever job I was working, I, make sure that I was present for whomever that, the assignment was, because I got bold enough to ask God, bless me to anyone who needs a word in due season. If they needed just a smile or something, that I was recognizing it and to allow him to say whatever needed to be said to them. And so that's recognizing your gifts and everything, and being okay, because you will get called on it. And if you're asking and you're believing, then you're going to receive that. So I got bold enough to start saying that. So why not ask, why not ask God to bless me with such a large thing? And this is not about being the next best thing or the latest, greatest, whatever, or being so big, that part. This is really about enlarging my territory, my mindset, my heart, whatever that is, to be more present for, again, whatever the assignment is. It just show love to really get people to hone in to honoring their peace and taking care of themselves to have peace in trying times at times, because peace is not always about, like I've said in some other episodes, it's not about everything is still and calm and the water's not moving, the wind just blowing just a little bit to make it feel good for you. Having peace when the children cutting up, your partner acting up. Okay, we all acting crazy with one another, because I won't put it on the other person, because I could get a fool too. But those kind of things, just being able to maintain your peace and your joy in life, and finding your outs and being bold enough to ask God for things. So anyway, I'm going to look at one of my journals. I have a lot of journals. Oh my goodness, a lot of journals. And who knew that they would start coming in handy, because I'm going to do this from time to time. So anyway, this was on a Wednesday, and I'm looking at this one as a reflection book, and it was dated October 10th, 2001. And I said the weather that day was beautiful. It's always beautiful to me. And how did I feel that day? Better. I wonder what I was going through. Always thankful. Well, that's me. So reflecting and looking back on some of my stuff, and it's just teaching you guys that too, or maybe not necessarily teaching you, but yes, confirming, hand clapping you, high fiving you, fist bumping, all that good stuff. That if you're journaling, it's a good thing. You can grow from that stuff, looking back, reflecting, seeing where you were, or envisioning your goals, and looking to see if you've accomplished those types of things, and getting out some of the emotions you may be feeling, so that if you don't have a sounding board or someone, or God is always there. This is most time I'm writing to our Father. I switch back in persons, but it's getting it out, and it's therapeutic. If you don't want to go counseling for whatever you're going through, you don't have that buddy that you can give it to, and you don't trust people too much, journal. I promise you, you will feel better. So I said that day, what am I grateful for? Life, still am. Getting that wisdom. Getting that wisdom tooth out. God's grace for blessing me and that person who cares a lot for me and my kids. Didn't want to say the name. I'm a different place right now. And so inspirations and prayers, scripture quotes I was on and still am. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things to Christ who strengthens me. Remember that no matter what you're going through. Remember that all things, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. We don't do it on our own. My special prayer for that day was for all of us. It still is. My dreams and goals to be fulfilled, and to continue to stay focused and honest, and all of that. All that stuff I was writing down, I still am, and I still do. My prayers answered comfort, peace, love, and miracles, things that I thought were answered. Peace of mind. Always being able to see and to feel it, even when things appear to be a little gray at times. I just said that. So we just want to make sure that we hold on to that peace, because he says in his word, his peace he leaves to us. His peace he bequeathed to us. Not like the world gives, but his peace. So that was said with emphasis, that it's important. And it's important to maintain it no matter what you're going through, to maintain that. And you want to know how you maintain it, step away sometimes. Sometimes you got to be quiet. Sometimes you just got to say no. Don't commit to everything. You just have to. You got to learn to carve that space out, because y'all know that times can get trying. Work, family, children, relationships. Satisfaction, pure satisfaction or non-satisfaction, because you don't really know what you want to be doing and stuff. So maintaining your peace and your joy. So the next line says, donations of the heart. What were my acts of kindness, sharing, caring, and forgiveness? And I said, I've been able to share laughter and quality time with my family. I love to laugh, y'all. I love to laugh. Actually, I can be kind of silly sometimes, but we have to be. You got to be well-rounded and balanced. And having fun and laughing and stuff is all a part of the package. It's all a part of the package. Trust me, if you guys are here and we were sitting on the front porch with some tea or a glass of wine, we would laugh, because I love to laugh. It's good for the soul, and the Word of God says that too. And yeah, I can cut up, but the Word is not far from me at all. I'm not perfect. I allow myself to be who I am. I'm very real. But you know what? God knows that about me. I'm no mistake to him. I'm not a surprise to him. He knows everything about me. And so I just want to truly be myself, because you know what? Anybody can see through somebody phony, and nobody got time for that. So just be yourself. But I see that I did what I wanted to do. The another thing that happens is, what would I like to see happen tomorrow? And I have my goals, my ideas, and etc. Make it back to work and work toward my goals. Stay focused and inspire someone. I'm still about that same mission. I mean, the hat has changed about what it is I do exactly out there, and that's okay, because those are all, everything I've done and am doing are tools on my tool belt to be able to share with someone, to inspire someone, to encourage someone, to just, live your life, do you, be you, grow close to God, and be happy. That's a big thing that I like to tell people and share with people. Not enough people hear that. Not enough people are getting the encouragement that they need. And it's important. It's important to know that you do matter, and everything about you matters. Final thing was my reflections and notes. And there's going to be some bleep probably in this, or you're going to hear me being silent. I don't know, because I don't want to share too much, but I'm giving it to y'all for real. So my reflections was, well, I am grateful to be feeling better. A lot has happened in the past few days. I've been sick with this tooth. I'm glad it's out. Now I want to continue on my journey with preventative measures for my whole being. And that's still true. I still take care of myself. Very important. I'm a health nut. I love to exercise. I love mental exercise. I love spiritual challenge exercise, and I love physical exercise. I love to run and walk and garden, all those things. And I want people to be well-rounded, so include that in whatever it is you're doing to take care of yourselves, to be physically fit to do the job that God has for you. I see here, and I'm looking down, reading a little bit before I say this part, but in October of 2001, I lost a cousin, Letitia. And I was praying for healing for everyone, especially my Aunt Christine. Yeah. And that's one of those things we just give to God, and we continue to move on, because we know that there's another angel watching over us. And then I go into saying that I was thankful for my children. I still am. I just look, I was just about to say this, and it's written, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to mean it, because I was about to say this statement. I just love them so much. I do. I'm thankful for my mom, her love, and her sense of humor. I'm thankful for that person at the time. I was thankful for them. And all my family and friends. I've got a lot of work ahead for how I want to be and things I want done. I just pray continuously that I am a diligent worker, and that I'm always recognizing where my strength comes from, and I always appreciate my blessings. Well. I'm still talking the same talk. My message is the same. It's to be on my grind about what God has for me. It's to be real. It's to be an encourager. It's to give someone a smile and a hug. And I wish you guys could see it, because yes, right now, if you can hear it in this, I have a big Kool-Aid smile, because for years, I have been talking about this. For years, I have been expressing this. And so the journaling, if you guys get into it and look at it and look back at where you were and what your conversation was, because this is what this is. This is conversations. Conversations in my garden, my life. That's what this is. But I'm smiling because also that was written back in 2001, and in 2004. Before that, of course, I've gone across Jabez and the prayer, and his name popped up in there, and it was just that one thing he asked. But I got serious about it in 2004, and so as I've been moving through the years, I see that God has been positioning me and repositioning me, if you will, through some hurdles, some things that I've lost, some victories and some triumphant victories. I mean, some real good ones, and some real deep hurts as well. But all of that over that time has been stuff that God has been giving me to be right here in this position, and enlarging my territory, giving me more to do, more people to encourage, inspire, listen to, help, be there just to talk to or talk with. He's doing that. And so when you're asking God, believe that you're receiving it, because you have not, because you ask not. All of that, you gotta be sure about what you're asking for, be ready, and know that it's gonna come on His timetable. We can't, and sometimes things don't happen overnight, but listen, if they happen overnight and you just got dropped with a load of stuff right then on the spot, or you wake up and now here, I'm giving you exactly what you asked for. Are you truly ready? Are you really, really, really ready? So the time, I see that, like planting something, it takes some time for it to do what it does in its season. And so I thank Him that He's just been moving me and putting people in my path to say what needs to be said, or position me to get the right tools to do what I'm doing today. Again, this is not perfect. This is not about perfection. This is about what's perfect is His love. What's perfect is the love that's coming through me to you. What's perfect is realness, being real, keeping it 100 as they say, keeping it straight up real. That people, you matter. You matter. And if you don't believe it, if you're up, breathing, listening to this, you matter. He gave you the day. I'm just excited. I'm right now in a space, in a position, attitude of gratitude for sure. I don't mind being real and giving y'all that, pieces of me, because, it's all good. Because, I listen to quite a bit of podcasts, and there's one young lady who I started listening to a while ago. I don't know where she came from, but I did. And her name is Angelique. And that young lady, because she's younger than me, but she on fire, would put out these podcasts to say, encourage people to do that thing, honey. Just get on out there. It don't have to be perfect and all of that. Just start. And so that's what I'm doing. And so I don't make any excuses for what it's sounding like. All I know is that the words, to me, don't have to be 100 polished, but the words, the message is this, is that. And I said it before, and I'll say it all. You hear me say this a lot, because he's one of my favorite writers, Wayne Dyer, is don't die with the music inside of you. I am going to do that. I'm in my second half of life, and I know that there are a lot of mothers and fathers, and I'm really going after those moms, because, hey, I'm still a mom, and I'm loving it. With this half of my life, I just really want to be about the business. I really want to be real and live in it, simplifying life, trying to teach people that simplify life, the pleasures of peace in your mind and in your space wherever you are, being able to maintain it, not going flip mode all the time because the stuff and the stressors out in here in this world, but being able to maintain who you are and know who you are, so that you walk in that, you walk confident in that, know that you're not alone. And sometimes we as moms, women, we get so, we have a lot on our plate, and this is not to say, guys, you don't. I have a son, and I gotta, when I talk, I have to remember I have a son, so I don't leave them out. But I know for a fact, women, me, the different changes that we go through in life. I mean, and especially if you've gone there where I have divorces and change of life and all of that stuff, it's a lot. You're not alone. You're not alone. So I just say this, I'm enjoying this. I want you guys to enjoy your lives, enjoy the ride, enjoy, and share this, because I want to hear from people. I want to hear what you're going through. If you resonate with something that I'm saying, if it's real to you, you felt it, you've been there, done that, let's talk. Hit me up, please, at val@gardenofluv.com. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know. Give me some comments back. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care and be well until the next time. Bye-bye.